Hi friends, welcome to Tiny Tuesdays. This week we are back in the world of Strangerville, and I promise that this will be the last build for Strangerville for a little while. I originally had planned to use last week's home for our Strangerville Let's Play, but I got to building and, well, this house was created. This house is one of those I warned you about last week. It's not actually a tiny house per the game's requirements, although if you get rid of the decking and fencing, it might work. I also did not limit my packs in this build. Normally I try for 1 or 2 packs, but nope. This one got the kitchen sink thrown in, so no extra buffs or tiny home benefits for this particular home. I originally wanted to make this home look like it was on a trailer. I spent about an hour of real time digging through Debug trying to find it. I never did. I opted to go ahead and just build a regular house. I was thinking about the trailer that Johnny Zest has in Oasis Springs and some of the things that I would do differently. I also thought that if this was going to be tiny, we should also have some nice stuff. So the furnishings aren't all top of the line, but I did go for some less expensive options where I could. The layout was pretty easy to come up with. I knew that I wanted a bathroom in the back and a super tiny bathroom. The rest was going to be kitchen and living space. I don't use a dining room table in real life, so why put one in my Sims build? Most of the time, Sims seem to prefer eating at a counter or on a comfortable piece of furniture anyway, saving space, and by eliminating the dining room table, it makes it a better place to ensure that I have room for a computer and a desk. The roofing, for whatever reason, the roofing was really annoying. It kept disappearing on me, and I think it had something to do with the decking and the wall placement. It's okay now. I did go back and fix the roof. You just got finished seeing the kitchen and the bathroom get built. This is a one sim house and it doesn't need a big kitchen. This is a very good thing for this house. The kitchen is very small, but it is a functionable kitchen. I did use some items from Cool Kitchen. This is not the same as the latest stuff pack. As of recording this voiceover, I have not purchased the latest stuff pack, but frankly, I really wasn't that excited to see it. So there's some nice items, but I really didn't care much for the gameplay features. The appliances just feel like something I really would never use. So anyway, I digress. The bathroom, it's very tiny. I believe that there are maybe 5 tiles in length. I wanted a good shower and I placed a mid-range toilet in this space. I thought originally about adding a sink. You can make that work. I just opted not to. Sims can go to the sink in the kitchen and they will live just happily without it. Now in the living room, I knew I needed the TV console from Tiny Living. This unit works as a bookcase, radio, and TV for the space. It also, as it faces towards the room, it allows plenty of space for dancing, watching TV from the kitchen, the sofa. You can just have a lot of space there. So we went with that. The sofa itself is from Dream Home Decorator, and there's a lot of nice pieces from this pack. My only complaint is that the sofa is rather low on comfort. Finally, we added the desk and the computer. That desk is also from Dream Home Decorator. We've moved on now to the backyard, and I've spent quite a bit of time working on this backyard. I wanted to keep it as secret as possible, something to keep out the noisy neighbors. However, for this build, I have built a basement bunker and I leave that empty so that I can work on it during the Let's Play. My original thought was that I would have Lucy move in and slowly get into the Strangerville mystery. She would spend time thinking about the events, getting the bugging station so that she would need a secure location to store that. I did manage to put in a sacred entrance into the backyard. Originally, I placed the same door as the front door, and it was in the living room. And while I was working on the backyard, I was thinking, how cool would it be to have that bookcase door? So I jumped over to adjust it, but then I had even a better thought, which was, if I was a paranoid sim, I would want that entrance to be as complicated as possible to reach. So I moved the door to the bedroom. And there isn't a whole lot of stuff in the bedroom. As a matter of fact, it's just the bed and that secret door bookcase. So the bookcase really does make that space feel a little more warm and inviting. Onto the outdoor space. Since this is such a tiny space, I wanted some outdoor living area here. And I placed some nice decks that wrap around the house on one side, and then you also have the front deck. There's actually two decks. One is leading directly into the house, and the other is just a nice flat space. If you download it from the gallery, you will find that the planters will be empty. You can fill them with whatever you choose. There's also a nice picnic table and a grill there. I really enjoy these items, and I think every sim needs some form of outdoor seating in their home. And I do eventually put a bench on that upper deck, and it seems like all my sims like to go and sit on that particular space. And the whole reason why I left a lot of that space empty was for the Let's Play. I just really felt like my sim would need to kind of get into Strangerville and become one with the neighbors and find out about the mystery on her own and see what the whole mystery was about and figure out how she wanted to move on and just explore that a little bit with her. I also, going back into the house here in just a few moments, I thought about this house. I wanted to make it be a trailer, but not just a rundown place. You know, I saw this video a while back about, being poor and not being able to have somebody come out and fix all your stuff. So you had to take pride in the things that you have. And so for Lucy, I thought, it'd be really interesting to have her move into this location. And it's not a bad place to live. It just needs a little bit of work, a little bit of TLC, tender loving care. And she can fix this place up to be whatever she wants it to be. And because of that, she really kind of builds up her own knowledge of the place and has a feel for the world itself. And so I thought it was nice to have things for her to kind of work on, including like filling in the bunker, if you will. And I wanted to add some nicer walls and some nice floors, but not necessarily the best. You'll notice that in the bedroom, it's still got carpeting in, there's paneling on the wall, but the kitchen looks really nice. It's got this beautiful tile going in. We've got some nice windows in the house. So clearly she's working on stuff. And I really love that. I just think that is just a warm and welcoming sort of thing. And carpeting a lot of times is one of the last things that get changed out because it's so expensive to replace your flooring. So while working on the house, they found some weird things happening, and so maybe she's outside gardening and all of a sudden she meets the neighbors and the neighbors are weird. And that makes her, want to do more within the community itself. So she goes on this adventure to figure out what's actually going on in Strangerville. And, that is how the Strangerville story gets solved. It's one of the reasons that the pallets are in the front lawn with the safety cones. I do want to go in afterwards and add some wall decor. However, like most of my builds, clutter is limited. I do go in and put up some picture frames and things like that, but I keep it all pretty much to a minimum. So it should work pretty well on anybody's computer, just as long as you have all the same packs. And again, I have no idea what this actually cost. This was built on Slip 42 in Strangerville. This is inside that little trailer park area. And I'm just doing kind of a final check over everything and seeing if there's anything else I wanted to add. And pretty much this is it. I'm just sort of finishing up, doing a few final touches here and there, and we'll be on to screenshots. So with that, folks, that does it for this build. If you want to download this house, you can find it on the gallery as Strangerville Let's Play. My gallery ID is babsplayssims. If you enjoyed this build, please like and subscribe. It makes me so happy to see comments, so please do that too. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me where you're from. Don't forget to check out my community tab. I try to post there at least once a week. I've been sort of doing some pack explanations, trying to, explore different things. And so please be sure to check that stuff out. And we'll see you soon. Bye.